Here's how to bulk create using Canva and ChatGPT. So the first thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a base template created in Canva. So I've got a base carousel template in here ready to go, and I have my text blurbs or my text spots already set. So as you can see, I have the hook, I have the main topic, details, a second one, main topic and details, and a third one, main topic and details, as well as a final page, which is my call to action page. Now, I typically on a carousel don't like to have too many, but you really can have however many you want. If you just want one extra or if you want 10, it's up to you. But this is just our example here for now. So the only thing that you need to do in advance, other than setting your branded colors and fonts in here, is to go ahead and finalize this last page. So I'm just going to go into my uploads here. Actually, I'll go to my brand kit. And I'm going to choose my logo. So we'll actually just choose this one here, and I'm going to drop it into that grid spot. And I can adjust. I'm going to change this background to white. And if you see down here, it says change all. So it'll change all the pages to that color. And then I'm also going to add in my headshot here. So I'm going to scroll down to my photos in my brand kit. And I'm actually going to just choose a team photo for now. And then I'm going to give myself my name here. And I'll actually enlarge that, bold it, and enlarge it. And then I'll include just my fake phone number here. And then just a fake email for time's sake. So the only page out of this carousel that I need to preset information is here, here, and here on this last page. You can leave this whatever you want. You can even just retitle this CTA so you don't get confused. Okay, so we are all set here for our carousel. So now we're going to go into ChatGPT and we're going to give ChatGPT a prompt. Now, I recommend being super specific here, probably more specific than I am. So I'm actually going to edit this, but I'm telling it that for this, I need 5 social media posts created. I'm a realtor and I'm going to say in Frisco, Texas, and I want these posts to each address a different buyer and seller or seller pain point. I want them to address the main point as the hook, then provide 3 tips, answers, ideas, etc. that address the hook. And the reason why I chose 3 was because I've got 1, 2, and 3 in my design. So if you have more or less, then you're going to want to adjust your prompt here to match that. Please create these in a table format using the following guide. And then I outlined the columns. So I noticed I have 8, and that's because you are going to be matching these columns to the text points on your carousel. So for example, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then my CTA is 8. This is going to stay the same for everything, so I don't include that. But I have 8 different text blurbs. So I'm going to include 8 columns, and I'm going to line it up like this. So I have a hook on column 1, column 2 is the tip, answer, or idea number 1. Column 3 is the explanation of that tip, answer, idea, and then you just kind of go from there. Then I'm going to hit send, and it's going to give me in a column format everything that I need here. So as you can see, I've got my columns with my hook, my tip, explanation, tip 2, explanation, tip 3, explanation, and my call to action. So now from here, I'm just going to hit this copy option down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to go into, let me just delete this real quick. I'm going to go into my Google Sheets. I'm going to click on the first cell and then I'm going to paste it in. So now we want to make sure that we delete anything that we don't need, like this first and this last section here. And then just for myself to clean up, I'm going to delete those top 2 rows. So we don't need to do anything else here in this section. We've got our 8 columns, tip 1, 2, 3, and CTA. So we're now going to go to File and we're going to download this as a CSV file. All right, so we can ignore this for right now. I'm going to click out of this. And now we're going to go back to Canva. So we've got our main template design here and everything that we need. You don't need to add any pictures or anything yet because you're going to add that depending on what the hook is. So on the left-hand side in Canva, you're going to click on the Apps tab. And then you're going to type in, I already have it here, but you would type in bulk create. And it should be this first option here. Nothing fancy, just solid white. So we're going to click on that. Because this was selected before, I need to pop out of this real quick. What you'll see looks like this. Down here at the bottom, you're going to choose Upload Data. And then you'll select your CSV and hit Open. Now everything is set here. I know it's purple because it's trying to sync with what I had before, so we're going to do this manually. So I'm going to click on Hook, and I can either right click or click the three dots, connect data, and I'm going to connect it to the one that says Hook. Now I'm going to go to Main Topic. Now since I previously did this, it's already showing up, but you're going to hit Connect Data, Tip 1, and you're going to do this for each text blurb. So again, these are already all done. I just want to make sure I did it correctly. Connect. This is going to be explanation 2. Now we have tip 3, and then we have explanation 3. And then right here, we have our CTA, our call to action. Okay, so that's all done. Everything is purple over here on the left, meaning it is all synced. We're going to go ahead and hit continue. Everything looks good here. So now we're going to hit generate 5 designs. And what it's going to do is it's going to create something new here. So we're going to choose view in folder. And it's right here. It should be the first thing in your recent designs. It'll say bulk 1 copy. So we're going to open that up. And now if we click on this grid view, you're going to see that everything is set. So this is why I said preset your main page, because it's just going to duplicate it, at least that part of it, to look the same. So just looking at this at a glance, I think the spacing of everything looks okay. I could probably go into each carousel and maybe make, move this around a bit to maybe not have so much white space at the bottom. So you can adjust from there. And then of course, you want to remove these quotation marks that are on all of the hooks. So you would delete like that. And then from here to build it out, you're just simply going to add some photos, whether it's the interior of a home. So if you don't have, well, in my brand kit, I have multiple photos in here that I could use. And of course, it's always going to be best if you use photos of you. But if you don't have a lot of photos of you and you don't want to use the same photo over and over again, go to on the left-hand side, go to photos, and you might have to search in apps for photos if you don't see it automatically. But click on photos, and then you can literally type in interior home photos. And as you can see, I have luxury selected, but you can select anything. So we're going to select luxury, and you have all these different photos you can choose from. So you could take this one, for example, and just drag it in, and there you go. You don't need to make it any kind of special custom graphic. It can be just like this. Of course, if you want to, this is pretty popular here. You can take this and you can actually drag it down, and then up here, this is transparency. You can just make it more transparent so you can see this information here. And that just gives it a better feel, which if you're going to do that, I'd probably do that in the original template anyway. But I prefer to have, your writing in the white space, then of course leave it like this. But either way, it's pretty self-explanatory there. If you want to do something like this for a quote, you could just pick one quote design and do the same bulk create option. If you have any questions, always reach out. We're here to help.